Hello, you are watching Shalom World News. I'm Rory McLennan coming to you from Glasgow, Scotland. Here are the latest headlines from around the world. The United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, or USCCB, has appealed to Congress to desist from including taxpayer funding of abortion in the Build Back Better Act. The House Committee on Ways and Means and the House Committee on Energy and Commerce had advanced portions of the bill without removing provisions to fund abortion, or including the Hyde Amendment that prevents taxpayer funding of abortion. Archbishop Paul Coakley of Oklahoma City, who chairs the USCCB's Committee on Domestic Justice and Human Development, issued a statement in which he said the taxpayer funding of abortion leads to a, quote, deliberate destruction of our most vulnerable brothers and sisters in the womb. The prelate also urged the Biden administration and Congress to advance life-saving healthcare provisions instead of forcing Americans to pay for abortions. In the US, 11 Republican senators have written a letter to Google Chief Executive Officer Sundar Pichai, condemning his firm's abuse of its enormous market power in removing pro-life ads that promote abortion pill reversal. This comes after Lila Rose, president of pro-life group Live Action, alleged that Google had banned all ads promoting pill reversal treatment. In the letter, the senators alleged that while banning pro-life advertisements, Google continues to promote ads of purveyors of deadly abortion pill mifepristone by mail that has claimed the lives of 24 mothers and sent 1,042 women to hospital. Senator Josh Hawley has also sent a separate letter to Pichai seeking answers on Wednesday. According to Ms. Rose, the pill reversal treatment has saved at least 2,500 children. The online community of Cuban Christians is organising a day of prayer and fasting for the liberation of the country which has been under communist rule for the past 6 decades. Cuban Christians in Communion has invited Cubans worldwide to participate in a day of fasting and prayer for their motherland on October the 10th. As part of the campaign, several Cuban religious leaders, including Catholic priests and other faithful, recorded a video in which they delivered a prayer for the homeland so that the faithful can pray together on that day. Cuban priest Father Fernando Luis Galvez of the Archdiocese of Camagüey said that the prayer initiative is open and the details regarding the virtual prayer services taking place on October the 10th will be published on the Facebook page of Cuban Christians in Communion. An Italian lawmaker in the European Parliament has decried the absence of any reference to persecuted Afghan Christians in a resolution passed by the Parliament on Afghanistan. Carlo Fidanza, co-chair of the Parliament's intergroup on freedom of religion and belief, said the resolution has neglected the plight of Afghan Christians. On September the 16th, the EU Parliament passed a resolution condemning the atrocities of the Taliban, especially the persecution of women and girls and heavy discrimination against ethnic and religious minorities, notably Shia Hazaras. Fidanza said the resolution demonstrates once again the lack of attention by Europe, not only to Afghan Christians, who are completely ignored by the text, but also to Christians in general. It is estimated that more than 10,000 Afghan nationals secretly practice Christianity in spite of the Sharia law that awards death penalties to those who leave Islam. The blood of Saint Januarius, patron saint of Naples in Italy, has once again liquefied. The miracle took place on Sunday, September the 19th, the feast of the 4th century martyr bishop. The miraculous event was announced by Archbishop Mimo Battaglia during the celebration of Holy Mass. When he tilted the glass vial containing the relic in front of the high altar, it spread all over the glass walls, prompting a loud round of applause from hundreds of devout Neapolitans who had assembled to witness the rare spectacle. The blood of the martyr bishop usually liquefies 3 times a year, and the miraculous event is seen by residents of Naples as a good sign. It is believed that when the saint's blood fails to liquefy, the city faces tragedy. Known as San Gennaro in Italian, the saint was martyred in 305 AD during the persecution unleashed by the Roman emperor. Pope Francis has prayed for the victims of floods in Mexico's Hidalgo state. As many as 17 people have lost their lives because of the flash floods in the state after the Tula and Rosas rivers burst their banks. Streets have been flooded and the power supply has been cut off in the region. The Holy Father expressed solidarity with the victims during his Angelus address on Sunday. Separately, the pontiff turned his thoughts to those people who are unjustly held in foreign countries. This year too, 1 million children from across the globe will pray the rosary for peace and unity throughout the world on October the 18th. The annual global prayer campaign entitled 1 Million Children Praying the Rosary is organised by the Pontifical Charity Aid to the Church in Need. The charity has invited parishes, kindergartens, schools and families to join in the prayer initiative. In this year of Saint Joseph, the patron of the Universal Church, the campaign encourages children to pray for peace, hand in hand with Our Lady, and under the protection of the foster father of Jesus. October the 18th was chosen for the initiative as the month is specially dedicated to Mary, Queen of the Rosary. Last year, children from 136 different countries, including Syria, Iraq, Armenia, Nigeria and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, participated in the Rosary campaign. Hundreds of pro-life supporters took part in the March for Life in the US state of Virginia on Friday, September the 17th. More than 600 pro-lifers gathered at the state capitol for a march demanding the repeal of Roe v. Wade, a judgment that legalized abortion in the country. They were addressed by prominent pro-life speakers including Marilee Quigley, Vice President of Communications of the Susan B. Anthony List, and Victoria Cobb, President of the Family Foundation of Virginia. As Friday also marked the beginning of the statewide election, discussions on pro-life issues were the major hot-button topic. In 2020, Virginia had removed the 24-hour waiting period before abortion, and it also scrapped the requirement of an ultrasound scan, as well as the mandatory printed material provided to the woman seeking an abortion in advance. And those are your latest headlines. Do join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, you can visit swnews.org for more updates. Shalom.